Welcome to Storytell Kids.
Have you ever heard a story that feels more like a warning than a fairy tale? A story that doesn't divide the world into heroes and villains, but instead shows how fear can shatter even the purest love? Today, we're journeying to the cold, blue shores of the Baltic Sea to uncover the tragic and beautiful Lithuanian legend of Eglė, the Queen of Serpents. Long ago, in a village by the sea, lived a young girl named Eglė. She wasn't like the others. While they feared the ocean's unpredictable power, Eglė felt a deep connection to it, as if the waves were whispering her name. One evening, after bathing in the sea, she reached for her clothes and found a serpent coiled within them. She was startled, but the serpent spoke in a calm, human voice. "Do not be afraid," it said. "I will not harm you, but I will not move until you promise to be my wife." Eglė initially laughed, thinking it was some strange joke. She tried to flee, but the serpent was always there, blocking her path. Exhausted and a little frightened, she finally gave in, making a promise she had no intention of keeping. The serpent then glided back into the water and vanished beneath the surface. Eglė thought her ordeal was over. She was wrong. That night, a silver road of moonlight stretched across the water, and mysterious figures emerged from the sea to claim her. They carried her down into the depths. But instead of a dark, cold abyss, she found herself in a magnificent underwater palace, shimmering with pearls and amber. There, the serpent she had met transformed before her very eyes into a handsome young man. He was Žilvinas, the Serpent King. "You were not tricked," he told her gently. "You were chosen." Life beneath the waves was different. The serpent people lived in quiet harmony with nature, governed by ancient balanced laws. Žilvinas was kind and respectful, and over time, Eglė's fear blossomed into a deep, genuine love. She became his queen, and together they had 4 children, 3 sons and a daughter, all of whom could freely move between the land and the sea. For many years, Eglė was truly happy, content in her new life and family. But the human heart has a long memory. As the years passed, Eglė began to yearn for the world she had left behind. She missed the scent of the pine forests, the faces of her parents, the familiar comfort of her childhood home. Žilvinas, seeing her sadness, agreed to let her visit the surface with their children. But he gave her a solemn warning. "If your family wishes to call me from the sea, they must know the secret words. Do not, under any circumstances, reveal them." Eglė promised and returned to the land. Her family greeted her with tears of joy, overjoyed to see her after so long. But their joy turned to suspicion and fear when they learned she had married the King of Serpents. "How do we call him?" they demanded. "We must see this creature you call a husband." Eglė refused to betray Žilvinas's trust, but her brothers were relentless. Day after day, they pressed her children for the secret. Finally, her youngest and most innocent child, not understanding the danger, whispered the magic words. Armed with the secret, Eglė's family went to the shore and called for Žilvinas. Trusting them, he rose from the waves, expecting to see his beloved wife. But he was met with violence. Driven by a primal fear of the unknown, her brothers attacked him, believing they were saving their sister from a monster. When Eglė returned to the shore, the water was stained and silent. The connection she shared with Žilvinas was gone, severed forever. Her heart didn't just break. It shattered from the devastating weight of loss and betrayal. Grief transformed her. Standing on the shore with her children, she spoke ancient words of power, weaving a final, sorrowful magic. Her 3 sons became mighty, unshakable oak trees. Her daughter became a slender, trembling aspen. And Eglė herself transformed into a tall, silent fir tree, forever watching over the sea that had once been her home. The story of Eglė isn't about good versus evil. It's a powerful lesson about how fear destroys what it doesn't understand. It's about love that transcends worlds and the devastating cost of betrayal. It's the story of a woman who, in the end, chose her own final form. Even today, when the wind rustles through the coastal forests of the Baltic, some say you can hear Eglė's voice in the sighing of the trees, a timeless reminder that what we fear, we must first try to understand. Thank you for joining me on this journey into myth and legend. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales from around the world. See you next time.